Okay, now let's look at question 4. Let's see how this will be done. So for question 4, we are told that f of x is equal to this, g of x equals to this, and we want to find f of g of 1. So the first thing we need to do is, for the first question, we are told that f of g of 1. You see that the 1 is closer to g. It means that this 1, I'm going to put it here. So if it goes to that place, that means it's going to also replace this x. So because g of 1 is there, so the number that is closer to the first letter is what you use. So we are going to do g of 1 first. So g of 1 is going to be what? 1 minus 4. And that is going to be what? Minus 3. So that answer we get, that minus 3, we'll now put inside f. So f of g of 1 will now be equal to what? F of minus 3. So our f of x is 5 plus 6 over x. So that will be 5 plus 6 over minus 3. And that will be 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. That's what we do. So the other one, for the b part, we are doing the opposite now, g of f of 1. So it means we are going to put 1 inside f. The answer we get, we put it inside g. So first of all, let's just do f of 1. F of 1 is going to be 5 plus 6 over 1. Don't forget that your 1 is going to replace the x. So this is going to be what? 11. So our g of f of 1 is now going to be what? G of 11. Since our f of 1 is now 11. So the 11 will now be placed inside g. So our g is, see our g still remain this. So it's going to be 11 minus 4. And that's going to be what? 7. So at the end of the g of f of 1 is equal to what? 7. So that's what we do. So that's how we solve that particular question. I'm going to look at a simple another one again. This time around, we're going to be looking at some certain things there. So look at this. Let's look at another question from the textbook. Let's say question 11. That will make sense. So 11. So we're going to look at question 11. Question 11. Okay, put it right to it on the board. Question 11. Question 11. So if you look at this question now, we don't have numbers. Everything is in letters. So we need to pay attention and see how it is being done. All right, let's get cracking. Now the first one is A is what? G of f of x. Now if you look at it now, this time around, there is no number here. What is here is x. So what this means is that your f is now going to replace everything for x in g. So g of f of x will now be equal to, I'm going to go to g now. Remember my g is 5x. It's just going to be what? 5f. Because my f is now replacing my x in g. So this is going to be 5 multiplied by what is f? This is f. It's x squared plus 3. And that's going to give us what? 5x squared plus 15. So that is what? G of f of x. The b part, f of g of x. The same thing happens here. Your g, the whole of your g is now going to be what you are going to put inside x. So this is going to be, our f is x squared. This is going to be what? G squared plus 3. Because your g is replacing your x. So what is g now? G is 5x all squared plus 3. And that's going to be 25x squared, because 5 times 5 is 25, x times x is x squared. So that's going to be your answer to that. So f of g of x is going to be that. Now the next one is, we are going to be looking at ggx. Now there's something I need to let you know about function. So funny about function. If you see something like this, g squared does not mean g times g. That does not mean g. That's not correct. G raised power 2 in function is g of x. Put g inside g. The same thing if you have f squared is same as what f of x. Please take note of it. So in this case here, they say we should find gx. Means that we're going to put g inside g. And don't forget about g is what? 5x. So it's going to be what? 5g. And this is going to be 5 into what? 5x. And that's going to be what? 25x. So this is what we have for this particular question. So if you don't get it right, we'll pause the video and rewind and see what we did there. If you have any question, you know where to find me. My comment section. All right, I'm going to pause this one here so that we'll look at another type.